Good morning, it's Evelyn and welcome back to This Runner Loves Purple and another daily. It's Monday, start of a new week. I still managed to keep going with my running early, and so I got out about 7:45 this morning. As I got out of my flat and I was just going down the first flight of steps, I looked out the window and there was ice on the cars, frost everywhere. So I turned around and went back in to get my gloves for the run. So I just went with just a long sleeve top on. Obviously I have this to cover my ears and got my gloves on, so that was sufficient. I did, but it was hard work to get up this morning. I think I went to bed a bit too late yesterday and I had a glass of wine as well. So I was a bit tired, but I thought, no, if I ruin my momentum, I won't go back to it. So I was able to get up. Part of my plan is a rest day today, and obviously I'm doing minimum 3 miles now, not 1 mile rest day miles, but I wanted to take it easy. I did a long one of only, she says only, it's a long way still, but I only did 10k just yesterday. So it wasn't so bad doing 3 miles and not just 1 mile today, but I took it really slowly. I could feel the tiredness, and I think that was because of the lack of sleep, not because I ran 10k. But I took it really slowly, listened to a podcast and just plodded along through the streets of Luton, and I was able to do 6k, so even longer than I expected, so that was good. Normally if I reach 5k I think, yep, that's it, I'm stopping now, I'm gonna just walk the rest of the way. But no, I carried on running, so improvements. I was going slow, probably about 7.5 minutes per kilometre pace, but still slow and steady wins the race. You could see I was speeding up as I was getting to the end of the 5-6k. I think my second to last k was about 7 minutes pace. Still slow. I'm looking forward to the time when my easy pace is back at 6:15, 6:20 for easy. It'll come. But anyway, so that was today's run. Normally on my Monday dailies, I give you a week in review. So I will do the same, but include how it compares to my 10k plan. And then after that, I'll let you know what the 10k plan is for this week. So last week, as you can see, I ran every day. Mondays, the 16th was a rest day and I did the 5k then. Tuesday, 17th was a recovery run, and I think that was a 30-minute run plus a 5 to 10 minute cool down. So I did that as 5k. As it was a 7-minute odd pace, finishing off the 5k was in the cool down portion. 18th, I think Wednesday, was supposed to be intervals, but for some reason I didn't do it. I can't remember now, but I didn't do it. I ended up just doing a mile and a slow mile at that, 11 minutes. And then the 19th, I was going to do my missed interval run. My friend got in touch and said she was free to run. So we met at 12, and as I had just done my pack that I'm going to run in the morning, I ran a mile in the morning earlier, and then I met her later for the 8k of 5 miles that we did, and that was part of my recovery run, which I was due to do that day anyway. So that worked out well. I was glad I put that early run in, and that started off my runs in the morning. And then 20th, I got to do those interval runs, and I was really pretty pleased with myself. One of the sessions, so basically it was a 10-minute warm-up and then intervals of threshold at 5 minutes. Initially I was just doing it as fast as I could, but I was hoping to get a 6-minute pace, or close to a 6-minute pace as possible, because that would be an hour 10k, i.e. 10k pace. Anyway, so 5 minutes at threshold and then 2 minutes recovery, which ended up being walks for me. But as you can see, I was 6:06, 6:01, 5:47, which is what I was proud about, and then a 6:01 for the last set of 4. So yeah, all in all, that was a really good interval session. I enjoyed it. Saturday on the plan was a hill run session, 45 minutes. So it basically was a easy paced run or hill run, and try to include hills if possible. Saturdays I normally do not park run, and I put most effort in on that one because it's also fly 5k. So I want to improve my times as much as possible. So I still did it. So I did 30 minutes or 31 minutes there for the 5k. And then I was going to come back home and do hill repeats, but in the end I decided that I would run one of the steep slow long hills closer to the park, which is Stockingstone Hill, and I was able to run all the way up with no stopping. So I was so proud of that, and then all the way back down, which isn't easy enough. I was supposed to do an additional 15 minutes to make it 45, but plus the 5 or 10 minutes cool down. So I just did that run in 20 minutes. So the run up to the top of the hill took about 11 minutes, and the rest was running back down. So probably 4 minutes short, but still, it's good. And then last but not least, Sunday's run was due to be an hour plus a cool down portion. So I decided I'd try and run as close to 10k as possible in that hour. And so that actually worked out to be 9.1k in the hour, and then I did the rest of the 10k in the cool down portion, and then I just walked outside of the recorded run as my cool down. So that 10k ended up being at 1:06:27, which was the second fastest I've done in the whole of this year. So I'm really happy with that performance. It means only after a week I've improved slightly. So it's possible that I could get to an hour in this 12-week cycle. So fingers crossed. Anyway, so a successful week of completing the training runs. As you may have noticed, I didn't do any of the stretches that they suggest. I did a few bits of stretching, but not a proper stretch session. I think I said last week that I was going to look at my 7-minute workout app and do a stretch session after each run from there, but I didn't do it. And there was one cross-training session which I thought I would do the walking video, and I didn't do that either. But the runs themselves, I did those. So if there's any on next week's plan or this coming week's plan, hopefully I'll stick to it, but we'll see. As long as I stick to the runs, I'm happy with doing that. I think last week was a successful week with running. I also started running early, and I've seem to have kept that up so far. So I think that's 5 days now. My Sunday and Saturday runs are a little bit later because I meet other people for that, and it still counts because it's before midday. As long as I can keep my weekday runs starting before 8, I'll be happy with that. So I've kept to it so far, so good. Long may it continue. If you enjoyed this video, please do select like, and if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for another one. Take care. Bye.